everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Kings related podcast, wherever you may be, and this post game recap of the Kings' 10th consecutive loss on this Wednesday evening to a depleted Memphis Grizzlies team. But first, thank you as always for joining me for another edition of the show. If you enjoy this podcast, make sure you give us a follow on Apple Podcasts or whatever your preferred podcasting app is. And also, we're available on YouTube, so please hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment down below. That will be much appreciated. Where were you on March of 1998? Because that was the time where the Sacramento Kings last lost 10 games in a row. And this is a game where the Kings, they played a depleted Grizzlies team, still dealing with the big trade that Memphis made on Wednesday night. And it didn't matter tonight in this basketball game because the Memphis Grizzlies outgritted the Sacramento Kings to send Sacramento on their way to their 10th straight loss tonight. They are now 12-40 on this season. And I've been saying this even before the season started. This season is not about wins and losses. It absolutely isn't, because we knew going into this season that this team was not very good at all. And the Sacramento Kings, this losing streak is now 10 games. You fall to Memphis 129-125. You know, it was a fine game, enjoyable basketball game, a lot of positive things to take away from a Sacramento perspective. You got the trade deadline, which is tomorrow, and the moves can still happen with this team with about 30 games left in this season. But tonight in this game felt like what we are going to see for the rest of this season, starting Friday night for Sacramento, where all the vets still played, but no one of those vets played up to the 30-minute mark. The closing lineup for Doug Christie in this team, you had DeRozan out there, but you had Nique Clifford, you had Devin Carter, you had Dylan Cardwell, you had you had the young guys out there on the basketball floor for Sacramento. And DeRozan, he led the team tonight in minutes, 27 minutes in this game for DeRozan. Still, the defense tonight for Sacramento, as it has been all season, wasn't great. This depleted Memphis team shot 43% from beyond the arc. But the takeaways from this game, DeAndre Hunter, he was quiet in his debut, but you could see what the potential vision is for DeAndre and his time here in Sacramento. He drilled a 3 for his first points of the game. Again, but overall, he had a quiet night overall in this game. And just 9 points, 11 shooting from the field. But you can see the defensive acumen of DeAndre. And once Keegan Murray comes back, I'm really intrigued to see what that looks like with DeAndre and Keegan playing together here as we close out this season. And you can also see how just one player can help this current roster as it is currently constructed. And again, one more day before the deadline, Domantas Sabonis, who has been in trade rumors all week, especially with Toronto, he put on a show tonight in this game against that really small Memphis team that they were rolling out there tonight. He finished the night with 24 points, 15 rebounds, three assists in just 24 minutes for Domas. And we saw the two bigs line up tonight. Doug Christie mixed and matched Sabonis with the rookies, Dylan Cardwell and Maxime Reynaud. Whether this would work against a regular size team is yet to be known. When the Kings go up against a team with even more size, but with these three guys, they had some nice moments in this basketball game. And it should also be noted that Precious Achiuwa did not play tonight for the Sacramento Kings, and he's been playing well this season for Sacramento. Nique Clifford back to the bench for the rookie after starting for the last 5 games when Westbrook was out, but he played in Nique tonight, played with the second unit, and I thought he looked fine, played solid, had a couple of nice transition buckets. He hit a 3 on his way to 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists in this game. And you can see Nique Clifford is getting better by each game. And the one thing I want to see from Nique is aggressiveness. The more aggressive he is, I think the better he can be as we look to close out this season. But you can see it. He is getting better out there when he plays. Devin, who we're going to see a lot more here as we close out this season, and he's showing something here in the last couple of games. And the former lottery pick from Providence got some burn, and he actually made an impact in this basketball game. And he came off the bench with Clifford, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block. And he played defense, and that's what you expect to see from Devin. And he also pushed the tempo in this game as well when he was out there on the basketball floor. Malik Monk, the birthday boy, 28 today, showed no signs of slowing down. And the Kings' 6th man, 13 points tonight against Memphis, 4 assists in just 18 minutes in this game. And after a season where he's been in trade rumors this season, I think there's a strong chance that Malik Monk will stick around on this team for the rest of this regular season. And he is a absolute fan favorite here in Sacramento. But the Kings again, 10th consecutive loss. First time they've done that since March of 1998. And I was in 2nd or 3rd grade the last time the Kings lost 10 games in a row. So, but the one thing to take away from this game tonight, watching the young guys getting run in this basketball game, and we're going to see more of that as this season progresses, especially after the All-Star break. And they're having fun out there. And, watching Sabonis is great. But what made this game tonight actually fun to watch for the first time in a while was the young players gelling out there on the floor and playing and having fun. And it's something that can't be said about a lot of these games that we have watched this season. But even though it was against this Grizzlies team, really small after they made the trade the other day, like Nique, Maxime, Dylan Cardwell, and even Devin, all played really well tonight for Sacramento. And if they can continue to play well as we close out this season, that is good signs for this team as we go into the off season, and they can continue to show the improvement as of late. Because I've always talked about, are you a better player at the end of the season than you were at the beginning of the season? And if we can say that about these young guys on this team, that is really good. As we go into the off season, Kings are going to have in all likelihood, a very high draft pick coming up in June and a loaded draft class. So all that is really good signs for this team. And with DeAndre, Zach, and DeMar, all three of those guys will be expiring deals after next season, and the Kings could have some money freed up in the summer of 2027. So really build what Scott Perry wants this team to look at for the future of this team going forward, whether Doug Christie's part of it. But the Kings lose to the Memphis Grizzlies for their 10th consecutive loss on this Wednesday night. Next up, they take on the Los Angeles Clippers on Friday night, and they just made a trade with sending James Harden out to Cleveland. In return, they get Darius Garland. So you're taking on a new Clippers team, new look Clippers team on Friday night, not knowing what else they'll do tomorrow at the trade deadline. But Kings lose. They are now 12-40. Again, the rest of it's not about wins and losses. It's all about all your young players getting better each game as we close out this horrendous season that has been Sacramento Kings basketball. So thank you as always for joining me on this Kings related podcast and another post-game recap. And if you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you give us a follow over on Apple Podcasts or whatever your favorite podcasting app is. We are a video podcast on Spotify and on YouTube. So by all means, please go catch the video feed, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you Friday night following the Clippers and the Kings for another post-game recap. And as always, go Kings.